What is up, YouTube? Pro KingFob here, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today, the presidential Zomboys are ranking every Treyarch wonder weapon. If you guys do enjoy this video, we would appreciate it if you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new and do enjoy, and hit that bell to get notified every time we upload a video. Also, check out the description to our main channel so you guys do see more content from us. Also, drop a comment down in the comment section if you guys have any videos you guys want us to react to. And if you have nothing to say, I think we get right into it.
Let's do it.
All right, gang, now that we've finished ranking all the maps, I thought it would be a good idea to rank the
Yeah, if
wonder
you guys
weapons
didn't see
from
the video, we
Treyarch
ranked all
games,
the
too.
maps. Go check it out.
Great. We get to
pretty
sit
funny.
through more of Trump's dog shit takes.
Nah!
Oh, fuck you guys. My
Trump had
opinions
some
are
good
always
takes
correct.
last time.
You're a
It
lying,
was the only one that was
dog-faced
making
pony
sense.
soldier, Trump.
Gentlemen, calm down. We have a lot to get through, so let's get to it. Our first wonder weapon is the one that started it all,
Reagan.
the ray gun.
S tier. This is the most iconic gun in zombies. It cannot go any lower than S.
Oh, it's the
I agree,
iconic.
Trump.
That's
It's been in every Ether map for a
their
reason.
even with the
Everyone
maps,
loves
that's
it,
their
even if it
fucking
isn't.
excuse.
Well,
It's
you got to
iconic.
remember, in World
Such
of
a
War,
cool
the ray gun
weapon.
was pretty good. So
I love
Sure.
how you
I'd
could buy it
give
off
it-
the wall
I'd
in
say
Black
an
Ops
A.
2.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Sleepy Joe. Did
No,
you
no,
say
but
you got
S.
the ray gun off the wall? That only happens if you're a noob.
Seriously,
But is
Joe,
this
how
the
the hell are
only
you
ray,
that bad at
ray
zombies?
gun?
Yeah.
No, it's not
Whatever,
the
man.
No,
Oh, there's also- there's
I
also-
can't
oh,
say it's an
you know.
S tier
There's the
weapon.
Mark II.
It's outclassed by
Yeah.
the main wonder weapon on
So
most
if it's
maps.
just the ray gun
and the
in
splash
general,
damage
I'd
is
probably
annoying
put
on
it in
maps
like
without
B,
PhD
C.
flopper.
Pretty ass.
Those are some good points, Joe. I don't really
Only
use
ones
the
that
Where's
good
the
original
in
Mark
ray
World
gun
of
III?
very
War.
much,
I don't see the Mark III.
but it is iconic, so I think A tier is a good
It's
spot
not
for it.
a wonder weapon.
Whatever. It belongs in
technically,
S, but
is
I'll
it?
accept it. So we
Technically,
can
it's
move
the
on.
wonder weapon for God.
Next up is the Wonderwaffe. Now here's a real S tier
Wonder
weapon.
Waff.
I
The
love
one in World
Wonder
of War was ass,
Wonder
dude.
Waff,
You'd either
Joe.
down yourself
Not
or your
waffle.
teammates.
I agree, though, Barry. This is one of the coolest wonder weapons. The
Do they
chain
have
lightning
the
killing an
updated
entire horde still looks badass.
Looks like we're all in
Might
agreement.
have
The
like a
WAF is
A or
classic.
B.
Put it in S
Yeah.
tier.
All right, next
Overall,
up is the
yeah,
Thunder Gun.
I'd probably put it there.
Another
Thunder
S tier
gun,
weapon.
easy
This is one of the
S, dude.
strongest
Oh, yeah.
and again iconic wonder weapons.
You get you out of any
Who doesn't
situation.
like blowing an entire horde
Yeah.
of zombies away with it?
There's a
Only
reason
bad
they
things,
brought
the
it
ammo
back so
count.
much. It's one of the most simple yet fun wonder weapons to use.
True.
I don't know, guys. I like the Tundra gun more.
Nah. Yo,
And
Not
Sleepy
just
Joe,
say you
Sleepy
like the
Joe
Thunder
doing
Gun more
too
than the
much.
Thunder Gun.
What the fuck, Sloppy Joe?
Oh,
That
Sloppy
thing is
Joe.
a piece of
Joe.
shit. Did you forget to take your dementia pills again?
They do have the Mark III.
Skill
you're
issue.
blind.
The Thunder gun is overrated.
Just ignore
It's right
this
next to the
senile
KT.
bastard. Slap that shit in S tier.
PT4.
Can't believe he was my VP.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is right there. Okay.
Oh, great.
I
The
didn't see
Winter's
it.
Howl. Perhaps one of the worst wonder
Winter's
weapons
Howl.
ever. How could
The
they
The
make it so
remake,
weak?
really good.
Yeah, really not
The
sure what
original
they were
trash.
thinking with the
F.
Winter's Howl.
Put it in F.
It was a
Move
cool
on.
concept, but executed
Oh,
horribly.
they also have the new one right
Looks
beside
like they
it.
have the Winter's Howl from Classified, too. It's better, but still a pretty mediocre wonder weapon. I think the original should go in D and the BO4 version in C. Sleepy's finally talking sense. Let's move on from
I'd
this
put it- I-
garbage
I
and
might
on to one
put
of
it
the
a
best wonder
little
weapons,
higher.
the VR11.
F.
This thing is fucking awesome.
F.
Another example of a cool concept, being able to turn the zombies into humans, but terrible execution.
Yeah, this thing is awful. How can you like this shit, Trump?
Let me explain to you, dumbasses.
Oh,
Similar
God,
to
here
the
we go.
jet gun, another amazing wonder weapon.
I feel like this
gun
video
isn't
you might
overpowered
not be
just
on
to
Trump's side
overpowered.
with some of
Yeah.
these
It's best
weapons.
used as a support weapon. If you shoot your teammate,
You're saying the Thunder
they'll get
Gun
zombie
and the other
blood
one is fucking
and insta-kill.
S2? Okay.
While that is true, it's nowhere near enough to save this miserable excuse for a wonder
It's
weapon.
not.
This shit cannot go any higher than D tier. It belongs in A.
Any higher
You
than
fools
D
just
tier?
don't
Nah.
understand its true potential.
I'd put this whack shit
Biden's
in F,
actually
but since
saying
Donald will
something
cry
that's
if we
right
do,
for
let's
us.
just put it in D.
Have you losers and haters forgotten you can also use it to instantly get rid of George Romero when it's upgraded? It's such a helpful weapon.
Sorry, Donnie, D tier is the only reasonable place for this shit.
I mean, just don't shoot him, and he's not that big of a problem.
Next up, we have the Scavenger.
Oh, I love
This is a pretty
gun.
cool wonder weapon, but it becomes pretty weak in the later rounds.
These
I'd
first
put it
couple
like
weapons,
A.
all my
To kill
experiences
George
watching
Romero.
people play with the weapon.
While it may not be the strongest wonder weapon, it's fun to use and good enough to
is.
carry you through a casual game of Call of the Dead.
It's one of the
I think
coolest
it
looking, in
deserves
my
A
opinion.
tier. This gun sucks,
A?
Joe. It
I'd
stops
put in,
killing
like,
it like
probably
round
B.
40, while your noob ass may not
Hey,
be able
round
to
of
get
40 is
past
pretty
round
good
20.
for your average
For us
player,
that are
my guy,
actually good,
especially back in
this
Black
gun
Ops
is dog
1.
shit, F tier.
That's pretty high.
Now hold on,
That's
Trump.
like
F tier is
200
too
on
low.
Cold War.
It's not the best, but it's a solid wonder weapon. I think B tier is fair.
How about we all compromise at C tier? It's an average wonder weapon, so I think it's a good
I
placement.
think C's too low.
Whatever.
All right, next up we have the baby gun from Shangri-La.
I actually did use this. I would give it like
Actually,
a B.
Obama, it's the 3179
That's cool.
JGB
It's all
right.
215.
Shut the hell up, George. Nobody calls it that.
George, shut up.
Man, I love this gun. It makes the zombies all small and cute when you shoot them.
Nah.
It's cute enough to sniff
Of
their
course
shoulders.
he would like
What the
baby.
fuck?
Creepy Joe, we don't need to hear any
He's
more
like
of this.
almost cute enough to
That
sniff
said,
his
it is
shoulders.
probably one of the most fun wonder weapons to use and is very unique.
Hashtag cancel.
Can't disagree there. I love kicking those little freaks after you shoot them.
Sounds like we're all in agreement. I think A tier is reasonable.
Works for me.
Yep, that's fine.
Drop that shit in A like you drop bombs on weddings.
Nah.
Moving on, we've got the
What is
wave
this?
gun.
Can't see it. The
Well, I
wave
really
gun?
like this gun. Like I said when we played
actually
Moon,
just used this,
watching the
so,
zombies reminds me
pretty
of
good.
my old
I'm
nemesis,
not a
Corn
huge
Pop.
fan of it.
It was such a bad
I
movie.
mean,
like
them
a B or
exploding
C.
is
We don't
pretty
have
cool.
time to listen
Yeah,
to your corn
I
pop
agree with that.
nonsense again. This is a pretty cool wonder weapon, though. I like how you can make it dual wield with the zap guns.
Even though Moon
I'd
is a
say
mess,
this
everyone knows
definitely
the wave gun
deserves
is
to be
great.
lower
Put this
than
shit
the
in A
Baby
tier
Maker. Baby
Obama.
Maker's really good.
Got it.
I feel like this
Yeah.
is not as good.
Next up is
No way they put it in
the jet gun.
Finally,
Yeah.
a true S tier wonder weapon.
A.
Don't even
Nah.
need to discuss. Just drop it in S.
This can
and
be
let's
the
keep
first
going.
F.
Not so fast, Cheeto
This
man.
needs to be the first
Are you
F.
high? This shit is awful.
It takes
Seriously,
like 10
Jack.
minutes to craft.
may be
You
the
get to
worst
use it,
wonder
like,
weapon
once.
ever.
It's ass.
Just thinking about trying to build this shit is putting me to sleep.
I have to agree with Joe. Running around the entire map to grab the parts is insufferable and not worth the effort for such a pitiful weapon.
It's not even
you
good.
sure
can-
you're not the one
you
with
can only
dementia,
use
Donnie?
it a few times.
That's because you noobs don't understand how to use it. Of course, you lazy socialists would complain about building it. I love building the jet gun as much as I love building walls.
Come on, let's not listen to this joker. Put that shit in F. I won't settle for anything else.
Fuck you, Sleepy. I'm
Put it
going to
in
come
E.
to the White House and kick your ass.
Pull
Damn,
up, Jack.
he
I'll
got
knock your
loud.
tangerine-looking ass into next week.
Gentlemen, relax. We're just making a tier list. No need for violence.
That's rich coming from you, Hussein. Your party's precious Antifa loves to inflict violence on innocent Americans.
Listen, Joe would kick your obese ass anyways,
Nah.
Trump. I'm doing this to protect you.
Yo,
Oh, fuck
boxing
you guys,
match
I'm outta here.
Nah.
From just
Look what
left.
you guys did. I guess we'll have to continue the list without him.
I'm sure he'll be
camera
back.
shut off.
Maybe if he eats some McDonald's, it'll calm him down.
Eat some McDonald's or calm down.
Up next is the Sliquifier. Ooh, what are you all thinking?
Fun.
Man, I love this gun.
Fun.
It reminds
It's
me
on
of
a
when
terrible
Jill set
map,
up a
but
slip and
it's
slide
fun.
in the White House backyard last summer.
I'd probably
It
put
was
it
so
like
much
B.
fun.
Joe, you're a grown-ass man and the goddamn president, and you played on a
Either A
slip
or
and
B.
slide?
George, it's a lot of fun. You guys should come over and try it sometime.
Okay, Joe,
love
we'll do that sometime. But that aside, I think the Sliquifier is a really good wonder
Oh
weapon.
yeah, is that like fucking one shot or something?
While visually it's a bit bland, it has great killing
Yeah,
potential and
it
is
makes that-
insanely
You can kill
strong,
hordes
on
in
the
one
floor.
shot.
especially since you can do a glitch to unpatch it.
Those are good points, Obama. I have fond memories of camping in the elevator shaft with this thing. It's an S tier for me.
Yeah. S tier.
I don't have any
why.
problems with that.
All right, I think
What?
S tier is reasonable based purely on how strong this thing is.
Oof. The map rating
you
was
losers
okay.
miss
This
me?
one's
Nah.
ass.
No, not really. It was actually pretty relaxing not hearing your malarkey.
Shut the hell up, Sleepy. Go take a dirt nap.
Welcome back, Donald. We were about to rank the Blundergat.
Well, if we're talking about the original and not the Acid Gat or Magma Gat, I'd say it's a B tier wonder weapon. Really, no point to use it over the other two, but it's not terrible either.
Yeah,
True.
I agree. I don't really ever use the
I guess he had his
Blundergat when the
McDonald's.
other
He's
two
more
are
reasonable
available.
now.
Yeah.
Fine with putting it in B tier.
Gotta go eat.
Agreed.
Okay, next up then
Acid
is the
Gat.
Acid Gat and
What
Magma
is this,
Gat.
BO4 or?
I think they're similar enough
I mean,
to
they're
where
both
we can
good.
rank them both
Looks
together.
looked original.
These are both really strong weapons for crowd control and killing hordes.
I don't
The
know if I
fact
would
they
rate them
attract
together.
zombies when you shoot them makes them very reliable for
I would
escaping
put
tricky
Magma Gat
situations.
like A and
I think
Acid
A
Gat
tier is
B.
fair.
Holy shit. Did you take some Adderall, Sleepy? I've never heard you make such a cohesive statement in my life.
No, but my son Hunter pulled up and let me get a hit off the crack pipe.
Of course he did. Your son is a true freak, Joe.
Enough with the personal attacks, you crusty old geezers. We still have a lot of weapons to go. I think A is a good spot for these two.
All right.
Up next is the GOAT.
Ray gun
the Ray
Mark
Gun Mark
II.
II. What a fantastic weapon. Easiest
It's
S
so
tier in my life.
overrated.
This really is one of the most iconic
B or
wonder
C.
weapons. A total improvement on the original ray gun. This thing tears through zombies and is so satisfying.
Oh, dude, imagine we
to
can see that
use.
thing in Cold
S tier.
War. Oh my god.
Well,
It's
Creepy
so
Joe,
OP.
do you have any horrible opinions to share about
I'd put
the
it
Mark II?
like B. It's better than the ray gun, but they put the ray gun A. That's crazy.
You've
According
got to
to
be
their
kidding
standard,
me. He always
this
does
goes
this.
in S.
Joe, wake your dusty ass up.
Huh? What? Where am I?
Jesus Christ, Brandon, get a grip. We're ranking the Mark II.
Oh, right. I love the Mark II.
Good, so we can all agree it's an S tier.
Jesus.
Next up is the Paralyzer. How do we feel about this weapon, fellas?
The Paralyzer was a really fun wonder weapon.
What
Not
you
only
think?
did it have infinite ammo, it let you fly around the map. This alone makes it an A tier for me.
It's a B tier for me. It's a pretty dope weapon, but there are much better ones.
I have to agree with the annoying orange here. B tier.
This thing always
I
felt like
agree
an
with that.
improved version of the jet gun to me. I can settle for B tier.
Yeah, okay.
All right, gang, how should
I
we
like
rank
the
the origin
staffs.
staffs?
I hate these
Staffs
things.
are pretty good.
How the
I
hell are
hate
you
'em.
supposed to build and upgrade these? There's way too much to remember.
Oh,
That's
Sleepy,
true.
you simpleton. Of course you can't even build the staffs. They aren't even that hard.
Really?
God, he's such a noob.
I'd probably
Anyways,
put
I
them
think
in,
the ice
in-
staff is clearly the best and is S tier.
Sure. Yes.
You can just
and
camp
then
in the
rest
fire
in
tunnel
A.
with it to round 100.
Ice
The other
and
three
S,
are B
rest in
tier for
A.
me.
Let me be
B?
clear. The
Well,
Fire Staff is the best and belongs in S tier.
No, you're both so wrong.
I don't know. If you
The
think
wind
about it,
staff
are they
is the best.
really
The others
that
are
good?
irrelevant.
Yeah.
I think they should all go in F tier.
Shut up,
Joe.
Joe.
Oh, whoa.
How about we
Yeah.
compromise and throw them all in A? It really comes down to
Okay.
personal preference with these.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really care, so I'm fine with that.
I can live with it.
Whatever, let's just move on to Black Ops 3.
The Apothecant Servant.
S.
Do we even really need to
OPS.
discuss this one?
S.
I
Imagine
don't
them
think so,
putting
Barry.
F.
It's the best wonder weapon ever, in my opinion.
I really love this one, too. The tentacles
Pretty
remind
far
me of
up
some of
there.
that lolly hentai I've seen.
Nah.
Ever think before he opens his mouth? Anyways, I agree. Easy S tier, goated wonder weapon.
All right, Joe's strange fetishes aside, next we have the bows.
I
from
would definitely
DE.
put the bows above the staff.
I think we can all
Oh,
agree
yeah.
again that the Storm Bow is S tier.
Yep,
Yeah.
no complaints here. The Void
Yeah.
Bow, I think, is B tier. It's a decent alternative to the Storm
never
Bow,
really
but not
used
the best
any of the
either.
other ones,
Plus,
to be
Yeah, I
honest,
used.
like,
I just
it's a
used
bit
Storm
annoying to
Wolf.
build too.
Yeah.
I think the wolf bow is S tier. It reminds
Wolf
me of my
bow is
grandson.
pretty
He's been
good.
telling me about this wolf suit he likes to wear.
Nah.
He called himself a furry or something.
I feel like the
Plus,
same
it's easy
things.
to
I would
build.
have put the
Jesus
Storm
Christ, your
Bow
entire
S
family's
and the
fucked
rest
up, Creepy
A.
Joe.
The Wolf Bow is obviously not S tier, Joe.
Yeah.
More like C tier.
Not C.
Let's not even get started on the firebow. F tier. How the fuck am I supposed to build this shit when
Yo,
Noah,
Noah J,
J456
where the tutorial?
never
Where's the
uploaded a
tutorial?
tutorial?
Yeah, I don't think I ever built this shit more than once. It's just not worth it when the Storm Bow exists and is far easier to build.
F tier is a bit harsh. It is a good weapon, but I do agree it's not worth the effort to build. I'm fine with D tier.
D.
Here for Fireball?
Damn.
KT4, probably the most mediocre wonder
KT4.
weapon
I'm putting
ever.
B or C.
I do
like
agree that
KT4.
it's not an amazing wonder
Yeah.
weapon, and the method to unlock
the
and
map.
upgrade it is really tedious and
pretty cool.
annoying. Having to plant a seed
I'll put it in
underwater and
C.
then water the plant with more water made no fucking sense. I think it's a D tier.
D tier.
This one's
No.
okay, but it feels like a worse version of the Sliquifier to me.
Nah.
I think
they
it's
got so
C
mad his
tier.
camera dropped.
C tier, I think, is reasonable.
Yeah.
The Masamune is still a pretty reliable wonder weapon once you actually manage to get it.
All right, I can bump it into C tier.
All right.
Next up, we have the Mark III
Ray
from
gun
Gurov
Mark
Krovi.
III. This
Another
thing,
mid-wonder weapon, in
definitely
my
the
opinion.
best ray gun.
It was
Oh,
cool
yeah,
they
definitely.
made another version of the ray gun, but it just doesn't compare to the Mark 1 and 2. A perfect example of an
That's
average
better. What
wonder
do you mean,
weapon.
bitch?
C tier.
C.
While it
Only
may not have been
decent
the
ray
most
guns.
overpowered weapon, I think it looks really cool when you shoot it.
What are these
The
people
black holes were a
on?
cool throwback to the Gersh device from Ascension.
Speaking of black holes, that reminds me, Obama. Last night, Michelle came over to Mar-a-Lago. Let's just say we had a tremendous time.
Don't talk about Michael. I mean Michelle, that
Michael.
way, you orange goblin.
Enough of the squabbling. Let's just drop it in C and move on to Black Ops 4.
What? These people are crazy.
All right, next up is the Death of Orion from 9.
Fuck this thing.
D.
It's just a shitty Wonderwolf wannabe. F tier.
Yeah.
You've kind of got a point there,
Okay.
Don, but it's still a decent weapon. Pretty weak in
No.
the higher rounds, though. Another C
Man
tier
said
for me.
the Ray Gun
The
Mark
little Scorpion
III
is
was
creepy
bad,
looking and
but
scares
the
me, so I don't
Scorpion
use
gun
this
is
one.
good. Are
F
you
tier.
on
Joe,
crack,
you
dude?
seriously need to grow a pair. How about we settle for D tier?
Whatever, let's just move on from this trash.
D tier.
Well,
No,
I hate
I
to
never
be the bearer
used
of
any
bad
of
news,
these,
Trump,
so-
but next up is the Kraken.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Jesus
to be honest.
Christ, I shouldn't have rejoined the call. This fucking thing sucks.
I know I don't hear you shit talking the Kraken, Donnie. This gun packs a huge punch and has 4 cool elemental upgrades.
I
If by
refuse to play
4
this
cool
map. so-
elemental upgrades you mean 4 uninspired and
Like
forgettable
the rest
rip-offs
of these weapons we know nothing about. We never used.
Seriously, can anyone here even
I
tell me
wouldn't
which
say
of
the
these
rest of these
upgrades is the
weapons.
best?
Well, I mean, like,
I've
I'm
blocked
not. I
this
mean, like
shit out
the
of my mind completely.
from the Kraken to
definitely
the hand
can't.
ones.
I haven't played Voyage since Black Ops
Well, I
4
used like
came
a couple
out.
of the hand ones.
I'd put them in D tier.
You all just
I
haven't
used
given
to-
it a fair
I
chance.
used
The
the
Thunder
Dead of the
Kraken
Night
kicks
one.
ass.
Calm down, Joe, before you have a heart
Not
attack.
the upgraded one, though.
I'll take your opinion into consideration and throw them all into C tier.
Way too high for these
Sure.
sorry excuses for wonder weapons.
Well, this next one I think is a really good
I've
one.
never heard anyone mention
The
any of
Alistair's
BO4
Folly.
wonder weapons, so I don't think any of them.
I'll
are
give you
particularly
this one,
good
Barry.
aside
The
from melee
Alistair's
ones.
Folly is pretty cool.
I used this
I
one
like
in a
how it
custom
has a
zombies
bunch
map.
of
I don't know if
different
it's like the
random
same, like it
effects.
was
It's
being
like a
built
bunch
for
of
Black Ops
wonder
4.
weapons built
I
into
probably
one.
touched on it more.
Do I need to
Or
remind
was
you
it
all
like
again
Zomboys?
about how to upgrade this weapon? You need to collect vampire shit. C tier just for that.
Come on, man. You're just a chaos story hater. This thing is easily an A tier.
Joe, I have to agree, it's definitely one
I
of the better
remember it being
wonder
pretty
weapons from
good.
Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trump. I'm with the Democrats on this one. A tier.
You're such a rhino, George. Sad.
Come on, we're all friends here.
Joe's right. I'm putting this in A tier. It's a fitting placement. Next up is the Savage Impaler.
Fuck this shit. Who
I've
the hell would
never
ever go out
heard
of
of
their
this
way
thing.
to get this? I never have and never will. Such a waste of time. F tier. No question.
I don't really see the point in getting this. It's confusing and annoying to build, and it's really not any stronger than most weapons you can find in the box.
I didn't even know this thing existed until right now. F
True.
Yeah, I figured nobody would be defending this shit. F tier it goes. Next up are the gauntlets from Ancient Evil.
I'd put them in B. The
These
gauntlets.
were really cool, and I feel like they were all well balanced. I don't really dislike any of these.
I really like the hands, especially the hand of Gaia.
I'd put
These
them
were
in B.
definitely the peak of the chaos story, in my opinion. I'd put them all in B tier.
Right, Trump?
I think that's a reasonable placement. They aren't extremely overpowered, but can still be used reliably.
Oh, fuck off. Next are those shitty ray guns from Alpha Omega.
Yeah, ass. There was the
Hey,
one
man,
that
these
was
were
the
cool.
infinite
They
ammo,
just had
but
the
it just
unfortunate
ran
luck
out
of being
so
on
quick.
such a dog shit map.
And then you had that little ones, which I
I
don't
liked how
remember
you
off the
could
top of my
dual
head,
wield
but none of them were really that good.
Other than that, they're pretty
The
average
dual wield
wonder
was pretty
weapons.
cool, but
Yeah, I never
None of
really
them were
used
good.
these.
Yeah.
The regular ray gun Mark II was just as good, if not better, so they were pretty
Yeah.
pointless in my opinion.
I'd put these in
I'm
like
fine with C tier for
D.
these.
Just like everything on Alpha Omega, these are a waste of time. D tier.
Nah.
Well, I personally think they're B tier, but I can settle for C.
They're
Next
cool,
up is
but they're
Joe's
just not
favorite,
very
the
good.
Tundra Gun.
The Thunder Gun is
Tundra
powerful
gun.
and has a cooler aesthetic than the OG Thunder Gun, in my opinion.
It
The
looks
Thunder Gun
cooler,
is
but I don't, it's
overused
not
and
as good.
overrated.
Wrong. So very
Overrated.
wrong. Joe, you're probably
Wrong,
the
yeah, I
only human
agree.
on the planet who thinks the Tundra Gun is better.
I do
It's
think it
dog
looks
shit.
cooler, but it's
Like I said
not
earlier, there's a
better
reason the
than
Thunder Gun
other
has
one.
come back so many times. It's one of the best wonder weapons.
I feel like it's the
Nobody
same
cares
thing
about or
with
even
the
remembers the
new
Thunder Gun.
Wonder Waff. which
I
is
agree,
one of
George.
next. It
It's
looks
so bad
cooler
they put
in my
the original
opinion.
Thunder
It kinda
Gun
looks
on
like the
tag because they
Scavenger,
knew people would
but
hate
it's
it.
definitely not as
D
good as the
tier for
original.
me.
Drop that shit in D tier, Hussein.
Now, come on, man. My opinion has to count for something. I say it's an S
Nope.
tier.
S?
I'll
This
bump it to
guy's
C
on
tier for you,
crack.
Joe, but that's as high as this trash can go.
Next
Well,
up
let's
is that
say C,
shitty
okay.
Wonder Wolf sniper. What a downgrade from the
Maybe
powerful
C
DG2.
too. If you put that
Look
in
at how
C,
they
put that one in C
massacred
too.
my boy. What a waste.
Sure.
Tag truly has some of the worst wonder weapons. I mean, who wants to use this over the DG2?
For once, I agree with you, Donnie boy. This thing just feels so weak compared to the original Waff, and it's nowhere near as cool as the Scavenger either.
Yeah, not really sure why they decided to make some weird new Wunderwaffe and Thunder Gun instead of bringing back the Scavenger or VR11 in some cool new way.
Facts.
It's a D tier for me.
Yeah, fuck this thing. D tier. Oh, great. Now we're at Cold Snore Zombies.
Cold Snore.
Man, I love this game so much.
True.
We know you do, Joe. You're such a noob.
Obama's right, Sloppy Joe. You'll never be a real Zombies player like the rest of us.
Nah.
Try getting to round 100 on Call of the Dead like me.
Donald, it's impossible to get to round 100 on Call of the Dead, you lying goon.
Shut up, Bush. Need I remind everyone that you lied us into an illegal war?
Oh, shit. Tell him, Donnie.
Guys, let's get back on track. First up is the Die Shockwave and its variants.
I'll put him B.
These things looked awesome. They reminded me of my precious jet gun. That said, they still are just pale imitations. I think they belong in C tier.
I never really liked these. They felt uninspired. compared to what we had in the
Pre-nerf,
past.
sure.
C tier is fine.
Post-nerf, where you could
I can
pack a
accept
punch
C-tier.
them
They were definitely
up to
the
the
weakest
4
wonder
times
weapons
and
in Cold
increase
War.
their damage. They are actually
All right, next we have the
really
Ray
OP.
K84.
I would put them in like A.
This is a pretty
AK?
solid wonder weapon,
That's
in my
a C,
opinion.
bro.
I hate
It's an
this
obvious
thing so much.
throwback
If
to
you
the
think
Mark
this gun
III
is good,
from
you
Gordon
are
Covey, but
just
even better.
bad. I hate
I think
this
it
gun
belongs
so
in B
much.
tier.
Oh my
I
god.
do
Was
think
it
this
Atlas
a
that always
step up
liked
from
this
the
gun?
Die Shock
think
I
so.
hated
It
it.
melted zombies and was really
No.
satisfying to use.
He always
That's
wanted
a
this thing
fine
in
with me.
Outbreak. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I think it's
no.
A tier, but I know that's probably too much to ask, so I can settle for B.
Yes.
That works for me.
I'll
I
put
didn't
C.
play much
Yeah.
Firebase Z, so I really don't care.
Okay, next is the
Next
Cerberus
up,
pistol
modern
from Mauer der
This
Toten.
thing was
A.
nuts.
This one was pretty
Yeah,
unique.
A.
I love the
Not
different
S,
upgrades
A.
you could get for it.
This was probably the peak of this game for wonder weapons. The only thing I didn't like were those annoying
Well,
ass
Forsaken, I
characters
would
that
put
would
it
talk
S,
to you when
so.
you used it.
Yeah, for a second.
think-
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I could have done
yes.
without that, but otherwise
I
think
love
it's
the
another A
melee
tier.
wonder weapon.
If
turned
any Cold
into
Snore
a
wonder weapon has to go into A tier, I'm okay with it being this one.
All right, we're almost done,
Oh
boys.
god, where are they gonna
Finally,
put
we have the
this?
Chrysalax.
Remember, they put
S.
Forsaken in F
Forsaken
tiers.
sucks,
Yeah,
and
they
so
did.
does this wonder weapon.
Whoa, hold
Bro,
up,
this one
Jack.
was S.
You haven't even given this thing a chance. I know for a fact you never even bothered playing Forsaken. This is an A tier wonder weapon.
I don't need to
Okay,
play it
guy.
sleepy. I've seen what happens when you put Burger Town into a zombies map. It never ends well.
To be fair, Trump, it's far better than infection from exo-zombies. The Chrysalax is actually a pretty fun wonder weapon. I would put it in B tier myself.
Gotta agree with Joe and George.
Lowest
It's
I
a
would
fun
do is
weapon
A.
with a cool visual design. Being able to switch between the gun form and axe form was dope. Solid A tier for me as well.
All right, Obama. A
I think we can compromise at B tier since Donald hates it so much.
Well, it's not the worst tier list I've ever seen.
It's not
Oh,
exactly
it's
how my
pretty
list
bad.
would look.
It's
At least we got
pretty
that
bad.
all together.
It's pretty bad.
This was fun, boys.
Yeah, this was fun, guys. Jill's about to put me to bed and read me my bedtime story, so I'm going to hop off. Good night.
I think I'm gonna go too, guys. I hear Michelle yelling for me to come give her a foot massage.
No.
What a simp. I guess that just leaves you and me, Trump.
Sorry, George. I'm in the mood for McDonald's, so I'm heading out too. Talk to you later.
Badass.
What the hell? Everyone just vanished like the Twin Towers. It's a solo game of Die Rise.
Nah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The president's ranking every wonder weapon. Again, if you didn't watch us rank the maps, go check it out. But their ranking wasn't that awful. It's actually pretty spot on. But this was awful, dude.
Bro,
Absolutely.
like these, some of these S's?
Bro, yeah, the Stormbow, okay, fine. Polygon Servant, sure, okay. Reagan Mark II, no chance.
Slickfire?
And then I can't even see what's next. It's just an
Slickfire.
iron sight. Oh, Slickfire? Yeah, that could be an S. Thundergun, S for sure. Wonder Wasp, S for sure. Okay, so their S's are pretty good. Okay, but A, I mean, bro, like, look at these. Oh my lord, bro. Just atrocious. I won't go over every single one because there's a lot. But yeah, overall, if I had to rank their ranking, I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 10.
Like a 4 right there.
It was really
Yeah,
bad,
like
dude.
4 or 5.
It was really, really bad. My goodness. Trump for once was actually wrong on most of what he said.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was actually like super accurate and reasonable on the map one, but this was just awful. Absolutely awful. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Us reacting to President's ranking every Treyarch wonder weapon. As always, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and ding that bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And make sure to comment down below if there's any other videos you guys want us to react to. Maybe ranking non-Treyarch maps. I don't know if that's out there. I'm sure someone's made that or something.
Yeah, that's the one. That's actually uploaded before this one.
Oh, okay. Maybe some non-Trek related tier list or whatever it may be. Let us know, and make sure to check the description for all the links to our main channels where we do gaming and stuff like that. And yeah, and make sure to tune in every Monday and Friday where we upload Mandalorian episodes. Maybe Stranger Things starting soon. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. But as always, we love you all, and we'll catch you in the next.
Peace.